Good morning, good morning, good morning. Uh, Here I am in the beautiful town of Higginson, Arkansas. Um, I keep saying that because there are some people who haven't not figured out, they haven't heard all of the stuff that we're doing right now. Good morning, Lori. So we are shifting locations again. So our family has been visiting um, our aunts in beautiful state of Arkansas, and we will be leaving for Freeport, Illinois, next month. So we will now be living in Illinois. Um, and it's just as all of you suspected. Oh, um, the journey that we're on has made some unique twists and turns. Um, but no matter what, one of the benefits of Woohoo Monday is that no matter how things change or turn or shift, our woohoo does not go away. Um, so we're excited about what comes next, and always thankful for everything that has been, everything that is, and everything that will be. So this morning, guys, I wanted to take a little bit of a shift from what we normally do on Woohoo Monday. Last week on Monday, we sat down and we talked about uh, what it was for the demonstration within church to be the demonstration from being at tables. If you guys remember that, if you guys were here last Monday, uh, the previous Sunday we had gone and we needed to go an hour early to get seats at church at my cousin's church, and it was something that stirred in me, and I was asking questions. And we've heard, if you guys have been listening, one of the first people I heard talk about this prophetically was Matt Gonzalez, began to talk about the changing to tables, that we needed to be back around tables, and there was an invitation to do that. One of the messages, one of the sounds of the desire to be around tables is when you listen to people, you hear them using words that all demonstrate the need to be together. You hear them talking about communities or companies of people. They start talking about connection. And so, what they were asking for is the beautiful connection, the place of connectivity around tables. And what I was suggesting to you last week was that in the sitting around tables, when they came to church on Sundays, it was a demonstration of what had been birthed around the tables. Good morning, Brenda. Then on Thursday, when we sat down and talked, we talked about giving. I talked about not just the command and the obedience of it, but the thankfulness and gratefulness of giving and the benefits to the one who gave. We don't give to get. I've been told that my entire life. But let's not forget that in giving, God has designed it that we receive. Do you understand that we are designed, that there is a beauty within the kingdom, that when I give, it is given. That I give because it was gave. That'll make an English teacher mad. So as I was getting ready this morning, one of the things I wanted to mention to you is the way we operate in our current society and in the Western world is everything is made to diminish our capacity for patience. Good morning, Ty. Our attention spans have been diluted and pretty much disappeared. You understand that in order to lock something into your long-term memory, you need to hear it 3 times. I'm sure you guys have all heard this. So if you hear somebody's name, you say it 3 times. Ty, Ty, Ty. And then it locks it into my long-term memory. Now, here's the caveat to that. To actually get yourself to make movement on something, you have to hear it 7. Think about that just for a minute. 3 times I hear something, it starts to lock into my long-term memory. I need to hear something 7 times before I'm actually gonna take action on what that information is. You know, I talk often about one of my favorite people being Bobby Conner, and he has been saying for years, "We are far too familiar with a God we barely know." I want to ask you something, and on a Woohoo Monday, I know we're taking a bit of a shift here, but I want to talk about something. Last week we talked about tables and that those are the places of connectivity that give birth to what should be demonstrated in service on Sunday. That on Thursday we said giving is about understanding that I have no option but to give. It was given to me. I live a life connected to the greatest giver in all of history and all of the future. The reason that I breathe, the reason of my woohoo is that he gave. And it's not only that he gave, that he continually gives. So I have engaged in an impossible lifestyle of giving. So I'm wondering this morning, do I need to repeat what I said last week? What is it that it causes us to move? You see, basically what's happening is with the diminished capacity of attention span and the prophetic being married together, what we've done is we've missed the opportunity to hear a message. And when somebody starts to repeat themselves, we go, I've heard this. Guys, we've heard it, but do we do it? I'll say that again. We've heard it, but did we do it? You see, we're wrestling for, we're fighting for, and we're always looking for the next word from the Lord. And in reality, did we do anything the first time? Did we repeat it 3 times so it's locked in our long-term memory? And did we hear it 7 times so that we actually took action on it? We're we are listening to people all the time, but are we actually hearing them? This is the thrust of this morning. I know it's a little different than the typical woohoo, but it hit me so hard this morning, I wanted to stop. You see, we're doing woohoos and trash talks and various other lives and classes and you know, I get to prophesy over people all the time, and then we do strategy sessions and we say legacy dreamers, and I come on here and go, hey, check the website. And then I say, hey, there's other people that I would mention to you. Hey, go Bobby Conner, go listen to Bobby Conner. Have you listened to Chris Overstreet? What I'm asking is, have you stopped by just in hopes of hearing something new? Or have you stopped by to engage with Holy Spirit to hear what's needed to be heard? Guys, do I appreciate every one of you that jumps on? Absolutely. Do I enjoy the connection I have with everybody that jumps in and out? Yeah, I do. But do I need you to listen to me? Or do I need to connect on a level with you so that you hear Holy Spirit, you understand what you're supposed to do, and then you do it? If all I am is something new, that's not helpful to you, and it's definitely not helpful to me. If I am somewhere safe, that's a dual-edged sword. Do I want to be a safe place? Absolutely. But do I want to be safe because you don't feel challenged? Never. So this morning I'm asking, did you hear what we said about tables and what are you doing about it? Did you hear what I said about giving and living an impossible lifestyle? And what are you doing about it? Are we going to move or are we only here for information? You see, information stays in one place. Information that becomes revelation causes transformation. When I take in what the Father has said and it begins to become revelatory, becomes alive, it becomes exactly that, what he said. It causes internal transformation, which becomes an external demonstration. So, how are we going to do that with tables, with giving? How on a Woohoo Monday am I going to become such a demonstration of the Father's revelation within me that there is a demonstration that signs and wonders follow those that believe? How do we take a Woohoo Monday, the 10 to 15 minutes that we take on a Woohoo Monday that you're setting aside? You're spending time with me, saying, I'm going to be here for whatever duration you are, anywhere from 1 minute to 15 minutes. We're together. How is that going to cause you on a Woohoo Monday to become such a demonstration? You see, if I'm not challenging you to become the fullness of who you're created to be, if I'm not reminding you of what it is he's saying, what are we doing? Are we just having a good time on a Woohoo Monday? Is it fun because sometimes I'm clever? Guys, if I'm ever just clever, go somewhere else. If I'm never challenging, stop listening. Do you hear me? It's the Father that we're after. It's a demonstration we are looking to become. I want to be someone who connects around tables so that in the four walls I become a demonstration of what it's like to live a lifestyle, that my life, my breath, that everything in me is connected to him so that I connect to you, so that when others see me, they see him. That I would give in such a ridiculous, impossible manner that the world that doesn't know how to give goes, how? How do you do that? How? I want to be a ridiculous demonstration of the transformation caused by the revelation he's given. I want to be abnormal so that when I hear what he says one time, that's what I move on. That I don't need to hear it 7 times. That it's one time and I move. One time from him causes movement. So today, guys, on a Woohoo Monday, be a demonstration. Go find a table to sit around. And if you can't find it, create it. Find somewhere to get. This is a time of giving. Everyone is sending you emails, Cyber Monday and Black Fridays. And listen, you're not just a consumer. Find ways to give. Tomorrow's Giving Tuesday. Who will you give to? Have you predetermined? He loves a cheerful giver. What you have determined in your hearts to give. Who will you give to? Where will you give? And will you give from the place of abundance or will you give from a place of lack? Do you understand how to give impossibly? Not stupidly, impossibly. There's a difference. The difference is I understand the sound of the voice of wisdom. I understand the sound of the voice of faith. Impossibly. Have I predetermined my impossible gift? Have I sat with Holy Spirit and said, how crazy can I be? How impossible can I give? So today, guys, on Woohoo Monday, get a woohoo. Do the impossible. become the impossible. Is today the day that you say, "Silver and gold have I none, but what I have I give"? Impossible. So, you guys have a fantastic day. Uh, we have lots of things to do today here in our household, so I'm gonna go get busy. Be a demonstration, and I'll see you guys soon.